Good evening, very good evening. This is our Inner Healing Circle group for midlife moms, and I'm Veena BK. Today I thought I'll do a session, a small FB live session. It won't be too long. I want to end by 7:30 or so. But the topic is very deep. I'll not be discussing fully the topic, but just an introduction and just basic guidance I can share with you. But this topic is so very difficult for moms to face. The struggles are so very difficult and huge. So I'm particularly addressing midlife moms because since years, from the time of marriage, small arguments become big and the clashes happen again and again. And the difference grows and the distance also grows between you and your spouse. And there are children involved, there are in-laws involved, a lot of other factors. What will people think? What will neighbors say? What will relatives think about our relationship? All this starts bothering. And I don't know from the man's perspective, but I also assume it hurts the women more. Though we both are partners, husband and wife in the same relationship, somehow we moms feel that it's okay, for the husband. They don't show their emotions or they don't have, we don't know. But we get more affected as moms. Do you all agree? Type in the comment. Women generally get more affected. The same argument happens, the same fight happens with your spouse, but more affected party emotionally, and also you feel very low for days together, and anger or irritation rises, your mood is upset for a longer time. This reaction or the effect happens on women more than the men. This is what I have seen from my own experience. I am also a wife, and also from having discussed with many other moms who are in our midlife community. So this is what I have found out. It affects the women more, and it's very painful. You have certain dreams to have a good relationship with your husband and to make your family work. What is family for us women? Family is so precious. We have a certain kind of dream that family feeling we can't even express how precious it is. Like all of us having a good time, a beautiful home, however small or big it is. What is a house? House is just a building. Home is made with the family, with the friendship and bonding between people and the happiness in family. Nothing else can equate that, because whatever we do for the family. Even if we are working, we earn the income, we buy properties, we do a lot of investments, everything with family in mind, as a backup, as a security we want to offer to the family. We work hard even when we are not at home, and after the work day, whether it is the husband, wife or kids coming back from school, we want to come back to a happy family home. And this kind of relationship struggles with the spouse increases the friction, and it also adds to some clashes with the children also. Children also start arguing. They start seeing the people around arguing or having some differences. Sometimes there may be a cold war, sometimes maybe exchange of words. So children also pick that up. So what happens generally by midlife, certain differences come up very strongly, which you feel cannot be resolved because the temperaments are so different. And if you all observe in your own life, the patterns are repeating again and again and again. So every couple will have differences, but few of the things, it stands out, and every time it becomes a struggle. Most of the times it is about parenting, because kids are involved. You may be having a different idea and your spouse may be having a different approach to parenting, and this causes from small to big differences and arguments, and one person not agreeing to the other about the parenting issues. This becomes an issue. Or most of other relationships, women tell me about money decisions the husband is making, and they are not allowed to have freedom in the money decisions. If you resonate, just share what you feel here. Thank you for joining today this Facebook live. Just say hi so that I know you are here. So it is about money. Sometimes money mindset differs. This is often seen in partners because no two people can be the same. We are brought up in different households with the different money beliefs. So about money also there may be some clashes. And sometimes husband and wife get along so well with each other, but this in-laws, their equation is affected by the in-laws. Meenu, thank you for joining. So in-laws problem comes up for each person. Her mom or dad are they are quite close and they have the same mentality, but the spouse doesn't agree, whether it is your parents or his parents. Mainly in our Indian setup, in our Indian joint family setup, whether the in-laws stay with you or whether they stay away, they influence your husband's thinking a lot. So you are not able to develop that close bonding, or even if you do have that, equation is disturbed because of the in-laws factor, because they influence and sometimes they all become one party and you are left alone. This is what we see in Indian families. And as you approach midlife, this connection with your spouse, the whole relationship, at least शादी के शुरू में small arguments used to happen. You both used to just reach an agreement and things used to go on. But now the more these clashes increase, that connection itself is missing or it's going down. The connection is getting weak and you don't feel the same kind of closeness, togetherness with the husband, or husband doesn't feel that, have the same feelings with the wife, and also romance is missing. As we age, we become more responsible, more course around the house, parenting responsibilities. So we don't make it a point to add or build that relationship. We take it for granted. Both of us, let me be very authentic here. Even we women also take the men for granted and they also do it. So we don't make an effort to build the relationship. We feel ab sab kuch ho gaya, or you don't even have that time, or you can't even think about it, like spending time with the spouse, making him feel special. Neither it's coming from the other party. It's not only you, even other person. We are busy in our own worlds, or little time we have, we are giving to the children, to the responsibilities around the house. You may be a midlife mom with the responsibility of in-laws, aged people, elderly people at home. You may be taking care of them. Your own health is down. So all this add to the differences and distance between the spouse, where the connection is missing and even the romance factor is missing. And we become judgmental, after 40. Something happens that we want to take a stand and be very individualistic. We become a bit rigid with age. We are not so flexible with age. So we develop our own rigid outlook in life and we are not able to adjust to the other person. This happens with both the spouses. So that also leads to struggles in the relationship. And coming to actual abusive relationship, there may be physical or emotional abuse. And in Indian society, I don't say always it happens with women. Men may be there who are even being abused by the wife. Of late we hear that also, that men are also abused by the wives. Okay, let us accept that fact. But here we are talking about the moms. And even now it is a fact that women are dependent on the men for finance, for security, for even a shelter upon their head. So they take abuse and don't do anything about it. So in this case, I would advise this woman, whoever is suffering with physical abuse, emotional abuse, please take a stand and protect yourself. First of all, protect yourself even while staying with your husband. And if it becomes too much, you are the best judge. No one can advise you. Not even a counselor, therapist, or me as your coach and mentor. Even I can't advise you, or I can't force what I think. That decision cannot be forced. So you have to take your decision whether this relationship is really worth it. Should I continue? Should I break away? And I am there to support you, whether you stay in the relationship or whether you want to come out. I am always there with you. Because I am talking about struggling moms and I want to be I am the support for you all because you are all in my group. So this is what I wanted to suggest to you about the emotional or physical abuse from the spouse side. So these are the struggles you face. So if you are a struggling spouse in the relationship, not finding any remedy, not finding any way out, so my first and foremost advice to you would be, please don't lose hope. Always have hope, things will turn out for the better. In case of even physical abuse, you want to leave your husband and come out, please take that action. Think about how your life will be without this kind of a abuse you are subjected to. So always have hope, don't lose hope, because moms lose hope and they become even more weak, and kids also see this happening, and kids are also pained, they are also noticing what is happening, they know what is what. So we need not blame the other person, but tell the kid, I think this is not okay and I don't accept it. So whatever your stand, you have to explain it to the kids and never lose hope. This is what I teach in the belief healing system in my healing community. It's our paid community. We call it as belief healing system for emotional healing. So this is what I guide you with. And then try to reconnect. So somewhere the bond was missing, right? So you got married with lot of dreams, but some expectations were not met. So try to reconnect. If there is still something left in the relationship, please build the bond, try to reconnect, try to spend time with each other, try to understand from the other person's perspective. No person is entirely wrong. From their perspective, they are right. So try to understand it and try to resolve. You may agree to disagree also. Doesn't mean every time the other person has to agree. Like your spouse need not agree with whatever you say or whatever you feel. Your spouse also need not accept. But you can agree to disagree and be amicable and carry on. So try to build the connection, rebuild, reconnect, spend time, try to understand each other. And even I have experienced a lot of ups and downs in my own relationship, but it's still going strong because a basic foundation of mutual respect for each other is very much needed. If the other person is not giving respect, doesn't mean you also lose that sense of respect. So try as much as you can to make the relationship work. Ultimately, there is a way out to just come out of this relationship. Even before that, try your best. And one more important concept I want to tell you. If you start taking care of yourself, if you are happy by yourself, that will create a very different energy. Then the husband will start noticing, okay, she is some, they see you as a powerful lady. That power has to come across. You need not be dependent and clingy on them for your emotional support. Develop your own inner strength, be your own person. When your husband notices that strength, that energy in you, you attract like a magnet. So the relationship will definitely improve when you start nurturing yourself, when you start taking care of yourself, when you start building your own strength. Even I have had moms tell me husbands are having extramarital affair. She has a suspicion or doubt that something is happening, or she's actually knowing that husband has gone away and having an affair with another lady. So she's very pained. These moms don't know how to handle it. Like she put her entire trust on her husband and now she's cheated. So there also you need to take a stand. What you need to do, what exactly you need to do in your life. So it's actually a decision away. If you don't take any decision, if you don't do anything differently, 6 months later, same problem, no financial freedom, husband not caring, a lot of arguments. Another 6 months later, again same pattern continues. So please break that pattern. Try to see what is wrong, and if something can be corrective action can be taken, please take it. If nothing can be done, okay, what else can I do? Should I want to continue the same way? If you decide, okay, I want to be like this, I want to continue the situation, again it's a decision. So at least take the decision and make peace with the situation. And if you want to change something, start that change, start planning for that from now itself, so that at least 6 months, at least 3 months later to 6 months later, you will not be still in pain, you will not be still struggling. So if it is about financial freedom, okay, how can I make my position better? Can I take a job? Can I do something to earn money? If it is in-laws problem, should I sit and talk to them? Should I stop listening to whatever in-laws creating problem? Should I really demand my freedom? That is the whole question. So for that, to get that freedom, what should I do today? So at least 3 to 6 months later, I will be free. These are the questions you need to ask yourself. So anyway, I'll be sharing more about all these factors, how to strengthen yourself, how to become the magnet, so that instead of expecting other person to change, you become like a magnet. That person will come to you and feel the bonding and connection with you. and how to connect to your own true power instead of feeling like a victim. Husband is not caring, he is not communicating, he is not talking, he is not understanding. How to connect to your own power so you become your best friend even before you expect it from others, including your husband. So all this I'll be teaching you in my free masterclass. I'll leave a link below. Do come and register for the masterclass and join there. I'll be guiding you more about our belief healing system, how to come out of these struggles, how to find first it is relationship building with yourself. Whether you realize it or not, it is first your relationship with yourself, your self-worth, your happiness, your energy. Then it is about other person, whether that person is giving you the same love and value. All that comes after you start valuing yourself. So it's a step-by-step process. So if you don't take any decision, the same status will continue. But if you take one decision, something is going to change at least by 3 months, at least by 6 months. So do register for the free masterclass. Thank you so much for joining the Facebook live session today. This is a very, very common struggle of many midlife moms. So I thought I'll address this issue. So I'll leave a link below. Do join my free masterclass. Thank you for joining today. Take care. Bye-bye.